Good afternoon, children, and welcome to your art lesson today. So the date is Thursday, the 25th of February, 2021, and your learning objective is to create a self-portrait. So hopefully we've only got a few remote learning art lessons until we are back in school. So we wanted to make sure that our lessons were things that you could do with minimum resources possible. So for this lesson, you are going to need a piece of paper, a pencil, a ruler if you've got one, a rubber if you've got one, and some colouring pencils if you have those. So if you want to make a list of that, I'll say them again. A pencil, some paper, a ruler, a rubber, and colouring pencils. Okay then, so how are we going to be successful with achieving our learning objective today? Hopefully you'll be able to understand that a portrait is a picture of one person or a small group of people. You will be able to draw your face as an egg shape. You'll be able to add your eyes, nose, mouth in the right place, and you'll be able to choose the right colours for your skin, hair, and features. So what is a portrait? A portrait is a picture of one person or a small group of people. People can make portraits in lots of ways using different materials, techniques, equipment and colours. So here we've got some watercolours, here we've got a biro, a camera, some paints, a palette and a pencil, which is what you'll be using today. So why do artists paint portraits? Sometimes artists are asked to create a portrait for somebody. They may get paid to do so. Sometimes artists create portraits of somebody they admire or love. In the past, portraits were mostly used to memorialise rich and powerful people, like kings and queens. This meant the world would remember them after they died. An artist often tries to show the person's character, so a portrait might show how important someone is, or how kind or strong. And here's a portrait of Henry VIII. A portrait of an infant. Okay, so here is an incredibly famous portrait. Does anybody know what this portrait is called? It's the Mona Lisa, and it was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. And apparently, wherever you move, her eyes follow you. So if you just move your head about the screen, she will always be looking at you. Okay, so here's another one. Does anybody know who this is by? So this is a portrait of Madame Matisse, Green Stripe 1905 by Henry Matisse. Look how it's different from the Mona Lisa, different colour palette, different technique used. Okay, and here's another one. Does anybody know who this is or who it's by? So this is Adele Bloch-Behr First, 1907 by Gustav Klimt. Again, incredibly different technique used, different colour palette, different style. So there we go, the three portraits. How are they similar? What's the same about them? How are they different? Which is your favourite and why? Just have some time to think about that and consider on your own, or if you've got somebody learning with you, talk to them about it. Ask them what their favourite is and why. Art is very, very subjective. That means we all think different things about it. Okay, so a self-portrait is what you'll be doing today. A self-portrait is when an artist makes a picture of himself or herself. So here's Leonardo da Vinci, and he used chalk on paper to draw himself. Here's Andy Warhol, and he used photography and screen printing to create a portrait of himself. And here's Vincent van Gogh. He used paint and swirling brush strokes. Okay, so now it's your turn. So this is going to be a step-by-step video. So grab your paper and resources, and then you pause the video whenever you need until you've completed the step. So step 1, draw a faint oval. You will go back over this later after you have drawn the hair. Pause the video and get that done. Okay, step 2. So if you've got a ruler, you can use the ruler. If not, just do it by hand. Make some very faint guidelines with a pencil and a ruler. So this one goes straight down the middle, and then this one is not halfway, it's a little bit higher than halfway, okay? So pause the video and get that done. Next up, you'll be drawing the eyes. So look at yourself. It's really important to have a mirror or a photo of yourself at this point and see, where do your eyes fall? Are they on that midline? What shape are they? Do that now. Next up, draw your nose. So again, how far down from your eyes is your nose? What shape is your nose? Draw that now. Next up, draw the mouth. Again, everybody has different mouth shapes, and you can either draw your mouth closed, or if you want to draw yourself smiling, then you can draw your lovely teeth in as well. Get that done. Look at where it falls on the lines. You can use that as like your line of symmetry. But our faces usually aren't symmetrical, okay? And it's all those little imperfections that make us perfect. Next up, draw the eyebrows. Again, we all have different shaped eyebrows. Some people have straight hairs, some people have curly hairs for their eyebrows. So make sure you're looking really carefully, seeing the thickness, and we will add colour later, but you can also show colour with your shading now. Okay, number 7, draw the ears. So again, where do your ears fall? Do you have earrings in or freckles on your ears? Do you have a hearing aid? Make sure you draw in all those really special things that make you, you. Okay, step 8, you're going to draw the hair. So if your hair's up, draw your hair up. If it's down, draw it down. But remember, look at your hair carefully. Is it straight? Is it tightly curled? Is it loosely waved? Again, we want your self-portrait to look like you. So make sure you're looking really carefully at yourself or at a photo of yourself. Okay, next up, just go over those lines of the oval that haven't been covered. So the oval shape for the face and also the guidelines, okay, and carefully rub those out. Once you've done that, you will now be colouring it in, okay? Now, on our faces, we have so many different colours. We have our skin colour, we have freckles, we have the whites of our eyes, we have our irises, we have our pupils. You need to look really carefully at all the beautiful different colours that make up your face. And hopefully, if you've got some colouring pencils at home, you'll have a range of colours that suit your skin tone, your eye colour and your hair colour. If you don't have any, that's absolutely fine. You could even write at the bottom what colours you'd like to do for the different features of your face. Okay. Now, please make sure you upload an image of your drawing to your assignment today, because I would really love to print these out and make a display of them when we are back at school. So take your time, you've got an hour to do this, do not rush it. You can go back over the video and you can add shading and all the little details, the little lines you have on your face, your freckles, and I cannot wait to see them. Take care and happy drawing. Bye.